All right, this is grade 3, module 3, lesson 5. And in this lesson, we're going to be skip counting. When they say count by units of 7, that means we're going to be skip counting by 7 in order to multiply and divide. Now, in previous lessons, students have learned how to use the distributive property, how to use their knowledge of the fives fact family. So, for example, if they were going to do 6 times 7, rather than doing 6 times 7, the kids would say, well, that's 6 groups of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we know that these 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these 5 sevens, that's the same thing as 5 times 7. And then we have 1 times 7 up here. So 5 times 7 is 35. 1 times 7 is 7. We're going to add 35 plus 7, and that's how we would use our fives in order to get 6 times 7. Now, that was a previous video. Now, this lesson, we're going to just go to a new technique that we want students to learn, because we're going to give students as many different options as possible. And in this case, it's going to be skip counting. So to make life easier for students to learn how to skip count efficiently and effectively and accurately, we're going to be using number bonds to help students. So the idea would be when we have this 7, we're saying, okay, 7 plus what gives us the next multiple of 10? We're always going to be looking for the next multiple of 10. And so we can see that 7 plus 3 gives us 10, so that means 10 plus 4 gives us 14. So that's the idea for skip counting. So if we have 14 and we want the next multiple of 10, that means we need 6. All right, so that means 14 plus 6 is 20, plus the 1 extra goes right here, so 20 plus 1 is 21. So we're skip counting. So you have 7, and you have 14, now you have 21, so this is the process for skip counting by sevens. Now, 1, nothing plus 1, this 7, we don't have enough to make the next multiple of 10, so we're just going to add 21 plus 7. A lot of students could just jump straight to 28, but if they need help, they know that they can take 21 and decompose it into 20 plus 1. 1 plus 7 is 8, plus the original 20. 20 plus 8 is 28. Now, if students can solve that problem in their head or they can rapidly count on their fingers, that's okay as well. But let's keep going. So here we have an 8. We need 2 to bump us up to the next multiple of 10. So 28 plus 2 gives us 30. We have 5 left over, so that's 35. And so you can see the skip counting is in effect. So you have 7 right here, and then 14, 21, 28, 35, and we're just going to keep going. And then here, 35 plus 5 gives us our next multiple of 10, so that's 40, plus 2, so I'm going to put 40 plus the 2 equals 42. I don't exactly like the way they kind of left you hanging down here without the proper scaffolding. But let's keep going. So 2 plus 7 is not going to give us the next multiple of 10. So that means we can take 42 if we want. We could either add it straight up to 7. 42 plus 7 is 49. Or kids can take that 42, decompose it to 40 plus 2. 2 plus 7 is 9. Bring over the original 40. 40 plus 9 is 49. And so that's the process. I don't need to finish. Well, let's finish these last two because it's so gall-darn easy. We have 49. We need 1 to get us to the next multiple of 10, so that's going to leave 6 left over. So 49 plus 1 is 50, plus the 6 gives us 56. And then the last one, we have 6, as in 56. We need 4 to get us to the next multiple of 10, so that means 7 is broken up into 4 plus 3. 46 plus 4, and I'm going to do this in blue. 46 plus 4 gives us 60, plus the 3 gives us 63. And there is our skip counting by sevens. So we can say 7 right here, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63. And if we wanted to go one more, we would all say 70. And there you go. We're going to just continue practicing skip counting by filling in the blanks. In this case, we start with 7, and we're going to go up to 14, then 21, then 28, then 35, then 42, and then finally we cap off on this ladder at 49. And the idea is to also use this to fill in our times tables. So that means 7 times 1 is 7, 7 times 2 is 14, 7 times 3 is 21. That's because we did skip count 1, 2, 3. So 7 times 3 is 21. 7 times 4 is 28. 7 times 5 is 35. 7 times 6 is 42, 49, etc. And then students are being asked to write that as a division problem using our fact family. Start at the bottom down here. If 7 times 1 is 7, that means 7 divided by 7, or I should do it this way, 7 divided by 7 is 1. So I'm going to write that down. 7 divided by 7 is 1, and then 14 divided by 7 gives us 2. All right, so I'm going to write that down. So we have 14 divided by 7 gives us 2. Then we have 21 divided by 7 gives us 3. 28 divided by 7 is 4. 35 divided by 7 is 5. Now, ideally, students are going to see some really, really awesome patterns, and that's exactly the sort of thing we want them to do, is we want to see, have the students observe some patterns. And they should see patterns all over the place in this slide. And that is Grade 3, Module 3, Lesson 5, where we are skip counting to learn our sevens.